Hi friends, good evening. I am CMA Harish Kumar. Today we have our ex-student Mr. CMA Raghavendra MV who cleared CMA in the first attempt with an All India rank holder, and let's get to know a few details about him, how was his journey, and what is life before and after CMA. So good evening Raghavendra.
Hi Harish, good evening.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
So if you don't mind, can you please give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi guys, I am FCMA Raghavendra. I'm basically from Bangalore and I cleared my CMA in 2015. And as what Harish said, I was able to crack my entire CMA in 20 months and with securing all India 20th rank. That is one thing, and it's been over since last 8 years. I'm in the corporate environment, and currently I'm working as manager in one of the esteemed organizations. And yeah, this is a brief introduction about me.
Very good. Nice to hear from that. So, Raghavendra, so a lot of students nowadays are in a dilemma whether should I go for CMA or whether should I go for a regular MBA course. So, what's your take on that?
First of all, I would like to suggest, it's my personal opinion that CMA is something a professional course. It has got its own identity, and we should never forget the fact that it's a course which is established under the separate act of the Parliament. So it is something which cannot be compared with MBA, or even if you want to compare it with MBA, it has to be compared with something like good B schools, MBA from IIMs. That is the comparison that has to be made. But of late, CMS has been compared to MBS, which is ideally not the case because the quality of the CMAs, okay, once you clear CMA and the quality of the CMA, the knowledge that is inherent within CMS is something unmatchable to MBS. So my personal opinion is obviously CMA, no other thought. Obviously, CMA is the option. Okay, it's one of the best courses to pursue. Maybe immediately after your 12th or after your graduation.
Very good. Thank you. So, another $1 million question, Raghavendra. Okay, let's say if someone is choosing CMA and they have a lot of confusion about what books to refer or how do you study, should I go for self study or should I attend an academy or should I, depend on the online material that is available? What's your take and how would you suggest to clear this examination in the first attempt?
Harish, this question is very subjective. Okay, in my personal opinion, I always feel that having a coaching is very important. It's purely my opinion. Again, I have seen people clearing from online as well, but my personal opinion and how I cleared CMA in first attempt with all India rank is through coaching. Okay, and I was able to crack it within 20 months. It's because of coaching. Else I would have cleared it, but not within 20 months. It would have taken like 5 years or 6 years or n number of years, right? And I personally feel there should be a coaching with a proper guru, with a proper guidance. And I always say my, whoever the CMA aspirants or any other aspirants, okay, I always say them that you please complete your studies and then go for job. Okay, don't step into job without with half cooked professional courses. Complete your course and then get a good coaching with a proper guru. Okay, complete it and then you can step out for your job.
Fantastic. I think that clears a lot of questions. And another important question is how is your life before CMA and after CMA?
Unimaginable. Okay, I was just speaking with one of my friend yesterday because today we have CMA convention, and I was just speaking with my friend yesterday. Exactly, as I said, I cleared my CMA in 2015. It's been almost close to 10 years. I would say close to 10 years. Okay, and to be very honest, CMA is my bread and butter. I can just vouch for it, and whatever I am today, okay, and whatever. I would not just say a piece of bread, but also something better to my life. It's just because of CMA, and wherever I go, my identity is CMA, and adding feather on the cap is getting a rank to that. So obviously, this is something which has carried me for the last 8 to 9 years, and CMA has changed my life. That's for sure.
Fantastic. I think that explains a lot. And another important question, Raghavendra, is that these courses are very difficult, and few people say comments like it is impossible, to crack for normal students, and few people say no, 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 this is not possible for you and all that. So, what's your suggestion or what's your take on that question?
I have seen people who have secured just 50-60% in their 10th or in their 12th standard clearing CMA in first attempt. It's all about the perception, it's all about the hard work, it's all about the way you see the things. That is very important. CMAs, yes, of course it's a tough exam, and that's the reason where it is today. Okay, that's the reason it carries the dignity, it carries the identity today. It's just because it is tough. It's a professional exam. Obviously it is tough, but it is not something like it is impossible to crack. Okay, and I'll give an example. Okay, I cleared in 2012 syllabus, both my inter and my finals. Whoever is watching this video who has got certain knowledge about the history of CMA, they get to know what 2012 syllabus was. 2008 was the previous syllabus where we had just 6 subjects in inter, but in 2012 8 and the quantum was very high, and I was able to clear it in 20 months in 2012 syllabus, both inter and finals. So it's all about the perception, but definitely for that you need to dedicate some amount of time. That is for sure. Okay, it's not like today we see that, I've seen many of the students opening the books for 5 minutes and they'll be mobile for next 15 minutes. If that is the case, it will not work. You have to have the dedication, you have to have that endurance, okay, to ensure that you are able to dedicate time for that. Okay, take out your time, because what you're investing is for you. Okay, GC Rao sir always used to say that. I remember that. Okay, that he used to say, Raghava, just 2 years of hard work. Believe me, you will enjoy the rest 40 years of your life, which I've already passed 10 years now out of the 40. So obviously, it's not difficult. Okay. Per se, when I say it's not difficult per se, I mean that it is difficult, but if you're putting the dedicated time, if you're able to take out some time out of you, maybe 4 or 5 hours in a day, believe me, no one can stop you from becoming CMA.
Fantastic. Good one. So finally, Raghavendra, why GC Rao Academy?
Why GC Rao Academy? That's a very good question. I am a very conservative person. When I say conservative, I got good percentage in my 10th, 12th BCom, no failures. Okay. Of course, when I come into professional course, obviously it is not as simple as it cannot be compared with 12th or BCom, right? It is something, there will be some fear that what if I fail? Correct. That was there with me as well, because I'm the person, I don't know if I would have seen a failure, how I would have taken it, because I'm a person who never saw failure. With that, I went for inter group by group. I took first group, cleared with good surplus. Okay, in aggregate, I got 246 to be precise out of 400. Then I went for second group. Again, I got 254 there. So almost put together, it's close to 500 or 520 if I'm not wrong. Okay, this is a very good marks actually. Okay, and then this was I was never, and he asked me to go for both the groups in finals. I was never ready, to be very honest. 9 months, both groups, 8, and again I don't know how the ICRB exams are there now, but at that point in time it was 8 consecutive days. 4 days, first 4 days, next 4 days without break, and I was never ready for that. And GC Rao sir spoke with my mother. He called my mother. He spoke with my mother that, Madam, your son has to go for both groups together. And believe me, the decision what I made that day, that to go for both the groups, it's where I am today. Okay, clearing ICRB is a big thing, and getting an All India rank is altogether a different thing. It's just because of GC Rao sir. So why I said all these things is to answer your question. Why GC Rao Academy? It is keen on identifying the, he completely focuses on each and every student. That is very important. Okay, not just Raghava, not just X, not just Y, not just Z. Okay, he focuses on each and every student, and he provides the best advice which he can provide to that particular student. He would never ask all the students to go for both groups. Okay, he would analyze what is the strength and weakness of every student. Every student would be having some strength and weakness. Even I would be having some weakness within myself. And in the process of 9 months, okay, he helped me to identify those weaknesses. He provided guidance to me how to overcome that weakness, and that's the reason I was able to crack it. In the same way, he is going to identify, he focuses on each and every student, he identifies the strengths and weakness, he comes up with the best plan for that each student, so that focusing on each and every student, it's something at a professional level. Okay, it's something which can happen only in GC Rao Academy. And apart from that, GC Rao Academy always, after clearing CMA as well, it's not just about about the theoretical aspects, right? It's all about having the practical knowledge, how to crack the interviews, okay, how to cracking the interviews. So showing the student how to crack the interviews is the best thing, because it's a lifetime learnings, right? What we get, rather than just referring to a company and placing a job, that is different. But if you teach a student how to crack the interview, that is something which will carry forever, and that is where Rao Academy helped me. So Rao sir provided me all the required inputs, okay, and all the required guidance as to how to crack the exams. Crack the interviews. Of course, cracking the exams as well, but yes, cracking the interviews as well, and that helped me to crack most of the interviews in my professional career. So that's the reason why we need to have why one has to join Rao Academy.
Fantastic, Raghavendra. I think pushing you to go for both the groups and talking to your mother to convince you to go to final examination with both the groups. I think that shows how personal he has a personal connection with each and every student.
Right.
That shows. And another important question are what the latest students what would bother about is how was your class atmosphere? Was it very boring? Very dry? How was it?
Never. I have not missed. This is just for the information. Okay, I think even very few. I think no one knows this. I have not even missed one Rao sir class in 2 years of my career. Starting from June 2023, I still remember that was my first class in June 2023, and it lasted finals till almost June. June 2013. June 2013 till almost May 2015. This was the duration. I have never missed even a single class of Rao sir. Not even a single class, and that shows that's prima facie. That's very much evident that his class was one of the best classes for that. And to be precise, to be concise, CFR. I remember Group 4 CFR in 2012 syllabus. I think I wouldn't have been able to crack it without Rao sir. I still remember those chain holdings and all these consolidations, diversifications. I still remember, and at that point in time, it was completely new for me. And the way he explained, the way he made the things easy, the way he break down the entire complex problem into small sub problems, and he provided us a solution. So I think that is something tremendous. And I think that answers your question.
Fantastic. I think not missing even a single class shows that each and every class is not boring at all. And another very important question, Raghavendra, is that I think Rao Academy is one of the very few institutes which provides its own study material, exam practice question papers and all that. And apart from the material what we get from the institute, do you think or do we have to practice any other study material or refer to any other material for exam?
Definitely no, because when you ask me, I think this one of your first question was like which materials you referred, right? That was your first question. I did not have answers for that because I did not refer anything other than what sir taught me. Okay, whatever the sir taught me, okay, he had provided the materials. It has at that point in time we had only the questions in that. Answers used to explain us in the form of a teaching. We used to get the answers. And when I joined the institute, the first question I asked sir was, "Sir, is it sufficient? If I study this much, will it be sufficient? Will I be able to complete CMA?" That was my first question. He said, "Go through it. That would be more than enough." And that's what exactly I followed. Okay, and that was more than enough. And again, this is one of the hard working is important in CMA. At the same time, smart work is also very important, which sir helps us to do. Okay, in form of breaking up, as I said, breaking up the complex problems into smaller solutions, and the way he teaches us, and the way he provides the answers, okay, and the way he step by step he provides that working notes, okay, and answer would be only 1 page, but working notes would be 10 pages for that. So the way that all those things are built in the systematic way of presentation, it's something commendable. And to be precise, I'll tell you this, okay, even in the examination, especially in group 4, okay, like whatever sir practice, it's the same questions what I practiced. Almost it was similar questions what I got in the exam as well, because that was the kind of expertise what he brings in from a teaching perspective, and that has really helped us a lot.
Very good, thank you. So that just did not help you to clear the exam. You also got All India. Okay, Raghavendra, can you let us know about the opportunities, what you can expect after becoming CMA, what kind of industry you can get into, and how is the market?
Market is very good. Industry is wide open. Like, it's absolutely one's personal choice. I'll tell you, I'm a cost accountant. But today I'm managing financial reporting. Okay, so my work profile is into financial reporting. I'm not into costing. Okay, and would now the next question is, would CMA suffice? Would CMA suffice to have a career in financial reporting? Absolutely, the answer is yes. CMA is something, a combination of, if you see the syllabus of CMA, it's a combination of accounting, costing, FM, right? Taxation, to some extent audit as well. Okay, so career is wide open. Okay, but only thing is that you have to be conscious as to what you need to pick up and don't deviate from that. Let's assume like if after becoming CMA you jump into FR, financial reporting, and after 2 years don't switch to costing, because again after 2 years you would be still a fresher for costing. So make a wise decision once you clear CMA as to which profile you need to get into, and once you make a decision then adhere to that and abide to that, and definitely you are going to find a success.
And Raghavendra, finally, what advice you have for young students who are pursuing or want to pursue CMA course?
Go for it. Okay, and of late I have seen, since I'm in corporate as well, of late I have seen that most of the corporate people are very interested to do CMA, but only thing they keep postponing it. Okay, let me do next year, let me do next year. Okay, but next year would never come actually. So take it up, do it today, and focus. Hard work, smart work, everything should be there. Give some time, be dedicated to it. That is utmost important. As I said, CMA is tough, but at the same time, if you're able to devote it, if you're able to shower your love and care to CMA for first 2 years, and believe me, it will take care of you for the next 40 years. So as Watson said me like 10 years back. Okay, so have that, and CMA has got a great opportunity. Okay, and also the way you carry yourself. See, it's not just all about CMA, to be very honest. Okay, it's irrespective of any courses, the way you carry yourself. Okay, the kind of communication skills what you develop. Okay, the kind of personality development what you have, all those will matter as well. Okay, so I would suggest CMA is just like it's a gate pass. It's just like a passport for you to enter into the corporate world. It's a passport, and that passport will ensure that you are getting into the corporate world with a good package, with a good position, etc. But how do you build your career after that? It's absolutely left to you. So how do you manage it? It's not like everything you cannot depend upon CMA, right? At the end of the day, no matter which field is that, because if a company is hiring you, they're least bothered whether you're a CA or CMA or any other professional course. What they ask is what benefit you are going to get to me, right? What benefit you are going to get to my company, and what value you are going to add to my company. That is what more important. So no matter what qualification is there, but believe me, why CMA? Because CMA will provide you because CMA will provide you, as I said, a very good, it's a very good stepping stone to get into a good company. Okay, just like the way we say, right? Okay, if you get a good percentage in your 10th standard, you will get good college for your medicals or whatever it is. But whether that will ensure that you will become a doctor? No, in the same way. So once you do CMA, you will get into a good company. But how do you sustain? You have to have a continuous learning program within you. That is very important.
Okay, Raghavendra, I think another important question what we have to answer today is a lot of students, especially from rural areas, or those who have studied in regional languages, they are afraid that if you don't know English or if you cannot speak in English, you cannot clear this examination or you will not get job. So what's your take on that?
Definitely not. See, I'll tell you one thing. English is important. Definitely, I don't say that English is not important. English is important. But to what extent is important? Okay. What I'm trying to say is something the other person should be able to understand, and what he's trying to say that I should be able to understand in the right way. Okay. So that is important. For that, yes, to achieve to that level, definitely some efforts has to be done. Obviously, some efforts has to be done to learn English. But it's not like you need to have a very fancy English. Okay, have very I would say an artificially AI slangs. Okay, definitely all those things are not required. I'm also in a corporate world for the last 10 years, and I'm handling clients across the globe. I have handled clients across the globe, I would say, from different parts of the globe, from eastern to western. Okay, and I communicate with my normal English communication skills, and that has worked out pretty well for me. So English is definitely, if someone is thinking that English is a barrier for them, definitely not. Okay, but make efforts to learn English. Okay, and to understand, go through the English newspaper, read the English newspapers, listen. That is very important. Listening the English news channels, very important. That should be enough. And having extraordinary English knowledge to clear CMA exam is something. It's not related to each other. Okay, CMA examinations is mostly based on your technical skills. Okay, and we don't require any English, a hi-fi English knowledge to clear the CMA exam. So the thing is, whoever is from the rural background, whoever is from the regional background, okay, a bit of effort should be required for English, but definitely it's a very small effort. But what is more important is the technical skills on accounting, and of course our accounting and other commerce related subjects. That is very important.
I think one of the most important things that they learn. And finally, Raghavendra, how are the opportunities outside India for a CMA?
That's a very good question. Okay, I should have been maybe in. By this time, I should have been in Abu Dhabi. It should have been 8 years since I should have been in Abu Dhabi by now. Okay. Only thing is that it's my personal preference that I don't like to leave Bangalore. Okay, that's my personal preference. Else, it should have been like 8 years since I would have been settled in Abu Dhabi, because that's the kind of opportunities you get, especially in the Middle East region. Okay, huge demand for CMS. Okay, not Middle East in specific, but also across the globe. Okay, so if you're really interested, okay, if you're really interested to settle abroad, and if that is the idea behind doing CMA, I think CMA is one of the best Indian courses. Okay, among the Indian courses, CMA is the best course if you want to settle in abroad, because Indian CMA is recognized across the globe. And that is quite evident, right? We have MOUs with CMA, we have MOUs with ACCA, right? That's prima facie. That's quite clear that CMAs, Indian CMAs.
Okay, Raghavendra, so can you please tell us about the opportunities outside India once you become a CMA?
Opportunities are abundance. Okay, I should have been in Abu Dhabi. It should have been 8 years since I would have been in Abu Dhabi by now if I would have made a choice to go to abroad. Only thing is that it's my personal preference that I prefer to stay in Bangalore. It's my personal preference, but opportunities are abundant. The CMA in its individual capacity as a CMA, definitely it has got a lot of opportunities, and also it's a gateway for other international courses as well, right? So there is a lot of MOUs with the international courses like ACCA or CMA, and if you clear, you will get an accreditation of CGMA, right? If you clear CMA, so it's also a gateway for all the international courses, and that makes you much more easier, to get a job in the abroad and settle over there. A lot of opportunities are there.
Yes. And last question. So, what's your take on the number of attempts and how does it impact your job career?
Definitely not, I would say. Attempts is something, to be very honest, till now, no one has asked me what attempt I have cleared in my interview. No one has cleared. What matters is whether you're a CMA or not. Maybe if you're getting an all India rank, that's altogether a bit of, it will add feather on the cap for sure. But nevertheless, no one has asked me, like, even if I say rank, no one has asked me how many attempts you have taken to get a rank. That question has never come. Okay, attempts is never a concern. Having CMA as a prefix to your name is all what matters, and it has got no impact on your job opportunities. Never.
So thank you so much, Raghavendra. I think you cleared a lot of our questions. Thank you so much for your time, and we wish you all the success.
Thanks, Harish. Thank you so much.